Chosen one, you did not arrive here by accident, and your life was never designed to follow ordinary scripts or predictable outcomes. Before you took your first breath, before you learned language, fear, or limitation, something eternal was written into your being, an unmistakable divine code placed directly into your soul. Your talent is not something you learned, borrowed, or inherited from your family line. It is supernatural in origin, activated by purpose rather than practice. This is why you've always felt different, why your awareness outpaced your environment, and why conformity felt like suffocation instead of safety. You were never meant to fit into systems built for repetition. You were designed to awaken reality itself. Being misunderstood was not a flaw in your character, it was evidence of your origin. People tried to label you because they sensed depth they could not reach, brilliance they could not measure, and vision they could not control. Your very presence carries disruption because truth does not ask permission to exist. Heaven marked you long before the world noticed you, and even now, this message reaches you as confirmation, not coincidence. You are too legendary to be ordinary because ordinary was never part of your design. You are a signal placed inside time to activate what has been asleep, and the fact that you feel called, restless, and stirred right now means the coding is awakening. This is not ego, imagination, or ambition, it is remembrance. You were created to move reality forward, not to be shaped by it, and today, that truth begins speaking louder than every voice that once tried to minimize you. There were seasons when your gift was doubted, dismissed, or treated as irrelevant. Moments when people questioned your value because they could not understand your timing. Some envied what they could not replicate, while others ignored what threatened their comfort. But hear this clearly, chosen one. Your talent never stopped breathing. Even when life felt stagnant, your gift was alive, growing quietly beneath the surface, strengthening itself in silence. Supernatural ability does not expire when it is unrecognized, it matures. Delay did not weaken you, it refined you. Right now, something within you is responding because recognition is the ignition point for activation. This is the moment where awareness meets permission, and what was dormant begins to rise. Your spirit already knows what your mind is catching up to, that your gift cannot be erased, stolen, or replaced. As an act of alignment, write a warm wish in the comments and type 99. This is not about ritual, it is about resonance. When intention is expressed, energy moves. When alignment is declared, momentum follows. This moment serves as a divine release, a signal that you are ready to carry your gift openly and without apology. What once felt hidden is now being invited forward. You are not late. You are precisely on time, and the activation unfolding within you will soon become visible in ways that confirm everything you always sensed but could not yet prove. If this message feels personal, it is because it is precise. Your engagement is not obligation, it is agreement. When you like, subscribe, and intentionally participate, you are not feeding a platform, you are affirming alignment. Energy responds to attention, and movement follows intention. This is not passive listening, this is participation in an unfolding revelation. When you engage, you declare readiness. When you stay present, you signal availability for the next level. This is the transition point where activation becomes revelation, where inner knowing begins translating into external change. Nothing about this moment is accidental. You are not scrolling, you are responding. Remain here, because what comes next is not encouragement, it is evidence. Even when you felt unseen, your name traveled ahead of you. Conversations happened without your awareness. Doors shifted quietly. Opportunities adjusted before you arrived. You may feel like you are only just beginning, but that feeling is the mark of a legend, not because nothing has happened, but because preparation unfolded beyond your sight. Influence does not always announce itself. Sometimes it moves silently, shaping outcomes in unseen rooms. Heaven has been positioning recognition in places you haven't entered yet, ensuring that when you do, alignment is already established. What you call starting is actually arrival into visibility. You were never behind. You were being introduced before you showed up. This is why sudden momentum may feel surprising, yet strangely familiar. Your impact has always existed. Now it is becoming undeniable. You were underestimated because people mistook your restraint for weakness and your patience for passivity. Silence was interpreted as absence, but in truth, it was wisdom choosing timing. You were hidden not because you lacked value, but because exposure without preparation would have been premature. Others misjudged you because they only saw fragments of what was still forming, labeling you based on limited access. But refinement requires privacy, and protection often looks like delay. The hidden season shaped your discernment, sharpened your vision, and strengthened your resolve. Revelation is approaching, and when it arrives, your presence will be impossible to ignore, not because you demanded attention, but because truth commands recognition. What was once questioned will soon be acknowledged, and what was overlooked will become undeniable. Chosen one, your mind was never designed to think in straight lines or limited frameworks, and that is why you have often felt out of sync with conventional logic. You perceive layers where others see surfaces, meaning where others see noise, and patterns where others see chaos. This is not overthinking, it is divine intelligence at work. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a finely tuned instrument that allows you to read atmospheres, sense shifts before they happen, and interpret the unseen with precision. You notice subtle changes in energy, intention, and timing because your awareness is sourced from a higher place. This is why crowded rooms can feel loud, why certain conversations drain you, and why silence often restores you. Your spirit is constantly processing information beyond words. You are built to decode symbols, to recognize when something is aligned or when it is off, and to respond instinctively to what cannot yet be explained. Wherever you go, environments adjust, conversations shift, and outcomes change because you carry a frequency that awakens dormant realities. You are not just moving through time, you are interacting with it. Your presence recalibrates timelines, accelerates understanding, and exposes truth without effort. This is the mark of one who is designed to lead without announcing it, to influence without forcing it, and to awaken without explaining it. Your mind is supernatural because it was never meant to be ordinary, and the more you trust it, the clearer its intelligence becomes. Your journey has confused those who measure progress by speed alone, because your destiny was never meant to unfold in a straight line. There were leaps followed by pauses, clarity followed by silence, and growth that seemed invisible to the outside world. But this was not inconsistency, it was calibration. Nonlinear destinies move in quantum shifts, not gradual steps, and what appears still on the surface is often realigning beneath it. The season of waiting is ending and acceleration is beginning, not because you tried harder, but because timing has converged. This is not luck, coincidence, or sudden strategy. This is divine synchronization activating what has been prepared. What took years to form internally will manifest externally in moments. Momentum will feel unfamiliar, even overwhelming at times, because your spirit is moving faster than your past experiences trained you to expect. You are standing at a destined intersection where preparation meets permission, and once crossed, movement becomes exponential. Do not fear the speed, trust the design. You were trained in patience so that you could handle acceleration without losing yourself. What begins now will not require explanation, it will require presence. There were long stretches where no one clapped for your growth, no audience acknowledged your discipline, and no validation arrived to confirm your progress. Yet every silent night mattered. Every unseen choice counted. Heaven celebrated what people ignored, recorded what was overlooked, and strengthened what was never posted. Preparation cannot be rushed, and true assignments cannot be exposed prematurely. You are being built for sustainability, not spectacle. The strength you carry now was formed in private moments of integrity, reflection, and restraint. Talent alone opens doors, but talent aligned with assignment creates supernatural reality. You are not forgotten, you are fortified. And now, what was formed in invisibility is ready to stand in visibility without collapsing under pressure. The silence did not delay you, it qualified you. Your difference was never a mistake, it was the signature of your design. The very traits that made you feel out of place were the markers of originality that could not be diluted. Authenticity is not just a personality trait for you, it is a spiritual activation. Each time you chose to remain true to yourself, even when it cost you acceptance, alignment deepened. Closed doors were not rejection, they were divine reroutes protecting your essence from compromise. The dreams you carried, the whispers you heard, and the visions that surfaced in quiet moments were not imagination, they were previews. You were shown what was possible long before it was permitted to arrive. Your originality is the access point through which your assignment flows, and the more you honor it, the clearer your path becomes. You were never meant to copy, only to reveal. What you nurtured privately is about to appear publicly. The visions that once lived only in your inner world are preparing to take form in the outer one. This is why self-doubt is surfacing, not to stop you, but to be released. External labels are losing authority because they were never accurate representations of who you are. The world had to be prepared to recognize you, to have the language and awareness to perceive what you carry. Now the veil is lifting. What was once hidden will be visible, what was questioned will be confirmed, and what was whispered will be spoken aloud. You are not emerging too early or too late. You are arriving exactly when recognition can meet responsibility. The shift is not coming, it is unfolding. Chosen one, your gift was never meant to simply open doors, it was designed to change the very structures behind them. This is why your presence can feel disruptive in certain spaces, even when your intentions are pure. Truth carries weight, and when you enter environments built on illusion, avoidance, or stagnation, something shifts automatically. You don't need to announce yourself to create impact. Your energy does it for you. Systems respond because your frequency exposes what no longer functions. You awaken people, challenge assumptions, and disturb comfort zones without trying, not because you are aggressive, but because you carry clarity. You are not here to maintain what already exists, you are here to upgrade it. That is why resistance followed you, why authority figures felt threatened, and why some doors resisted opening until the structure behind them was ready to change. Your identity itself is a signal, a form of thunder that announces transformation before words are spoken. You are blueprint energy, carrying within you the pattern for something new, something more aligned, something more truthful. And now, the season has arrived where disruption is no longer punished but required. What once made you feel like an outsider will soon be recognized as leadership. Your destiny is not fragile, it is unstoppable, and the promise attached to your life cannot be canceled by systems that were never meant to contain you. You were never designed to chase applause, attention, or validation, because greatness was placed within you before the world ever had a chance to react. Applause comes and goes, but alignment sustains. The spotlight does not create your power. It merely reflects what already exists. There were times when it felt tempting to perform, to shrink your truth into something more acceptable, or to compromise your voice for faster recognition. But every time you chose agreement over approval, something stronger was formed within you. Remaining aligned with your calling activates levels that popularity never could. This is why your journey required solitude, integrity, and inner certainty. You are learning how to stand without being seen, how to remain confident without external reinforcement, and how to move without permission. Now, as visibility increases, you will not be shaken by opinions, because your identity is anchored. What unfolds next happens not because you forced it, but because you stayed in agreement with who you are. Timing has always been perfect, and arrival is not a surprise, it is confirmation. There is a sacredness surrounding your calling that cannot be violated or replicated. What you carry is not just talent, it is an irreplaceable frequency. Others may attempt to imitate your style, your ideas, or your expression, but they cannot duplicate your essence. That is why comparison never worked in your favor. You were never meant to be measured against anyone else. Divine protection surrounded you even when you were unaware of it, shielding you from environments, connections, and opportunities that would have diluted your assignment. Rising power now speaks louder than every doubt that once tried to silence you. What questioned you before no longer has authority over you? This is the season where your emergence becomes official, where your presence feels undeniable even to those who once overlooked you. A spiritual announcement is taking place, not in noise, but in impact. You are stepping forward not as a possibility, but as a certainty. The design of your life is intentional, protected, and irreversible, and what begins to unfold now will make it clear that you were never replaceable, only reserved. Chosen one, the misunderstanding that followed you was never random. It was the natural result of spiritual gravity. Fire attracts attention, pressure, and resistance, and your life has carried fire from the beginning. The trials you walked through were not meant to destroy you. They were designed to brand you. Every challenge refined your discernment. Every setback purified your intention. And every moment of isolation clarified your purpose. Fire does not erase what is real, it reveals it. What could not survive the heat was never meant to accompany you forward. This is why certain relationships fell away, why old identities burned off, and why comfort was repeatedly removed. You are being anchored into purpose, not performance. Performance seeks approval. Purpose carries authority. Now the sacred glow formed in the fire is becoming visible everywhere you go. People sense it before you speak. Opportunities respond to it before you apply. Your presence holds weight because it has been tested, not imagined. The same fire that once felt overwhelming is now fueling clarity, confidence, and calm power. You are no longer reacting, you are radiating. What once felt like survival has transformed into signal, and the refinement you endured has ensured that what emerges now is authentic, grounded, and unshakable. This is not a moment of recovery. It is a moment of revelation. You did not endure fire to prove strength. You passed through it to reveal truth. This season you are in is not general. It is precise. Every shift, every encounter, and every opportunity is aligning with assignment, not coincidence. You may notice that effort feels lighter now, that what once required force is responding naturally. This is because you are no longer chasing, you're attracting. Frequency draws what matches it, and your alignment has reached a level where resources, platforms, and connections recognize you before you pursue them. Divine synchronization is at work, orchestrating meetings, timing releases, and positioning you where preparation and opportunity intersect. What comes toward you now will not require you to abandon yourself or compromise your truth. It will fit. The frustration of past seasons taught you discernment so that now you can recognize what is truly aligned. Momentum builds not through striving, but through agreement. You are no longer asking whether something is meant for you. You are feeling it respond to you. This is the evidence of arrival into a magnetic season, where your presence invites collaboration, your voice invites expansion, and your clarity invites support. What you are stepping into has been responding to your growth long before you noticed it. The shift from pursuit to attraction marks a new level of authority, where your role is no longer to convince, but to receive. Everything that belongs to this season is finding you now. Chosen one, the unveiling has already begun, even if it feels subtle at first. This is not an announcement made with noise, but a revelation unfolding through undeniable presence. What was once hidden, restrained, or developing quietly is now stepping into visibility with supernatural confidence. The gift within you is no longer whispering, it is speaking clearly, boldly, and without hesitation. Situations that once ignored you now respond. People who once overlooked you now pay attention, not because you demanded recognition, but because authenticity carries its own gravity. The supernatural nature of your talent is becoming undeniable, not only to others, but to you. Doubt dissolves when evidence appears and confirmation replaces coincidence. You may notice that doors open without explanation, that conversations shift in your favor, and that momentum feels natural instead of forced. This is the mark of emergence. What you carry has matured to a point where it can no longer remain unseen without causing imbalance. Reality itself is adjusting to accommodate what you bring. The unveiling is not about becoming someone new. It is about revealing who have always been beneath layers of preparation, refinement, and restraint. You are not stepping into hype. You are stepping into truth. Your talent is now loud, visible, and active because the world is ready to receive it and you are ready to carry it responsibly. The season of being almost is over. The season of being undeniable has arrived. What unfolds from this point forward will feel accelerated, intentional, and aligned because you are no longer preparing for emergence. You are living it. This is the moment where hesitation gives way to authority, where inner certainty becomes outer impact, and where the legendary nature of your design moves from prophecy into lived reality. The unveiling is not coming, it is happening now. Chosen one, what is unfolding now is not the construction of an image or the pursuit of recognition. It is the birth of a breakthrough that was written long before you were aware of it. You are not building a brand. You are activating a legacy. Brands can be copied, trends can fade, and applause can shift, but legacy is anchored in purpose and sustained by divine authority. Everything you endured, every detour you navigated, and every season that tested your resolve was not random. It was prophetic alignment in motion. You are being shaped to move without permission, to lead without explanation, and to carry weight without needing validation. This is the completion point of preparation, where what was spoken over your life moves from promise into practice. You are no longer competing for space, because your destiny was never designed to exist in comparison. What you carry creates its own category, its own lane, and its own demand. There is a system-proof quality to your assignment, meaning it cannot be blocked, delayed, or overridden by structures that were never meant to control it. You are moving now with a clarity that does not argue and an authority that does not beg. The resistance that once slowed you down has lost its leverage because you no longer require approval to advance. This moment is marked by divine permission to expand, to be seen, to be heard, and to take up space without apology. The prophecy over your life is not incomplete or conditional. It is active and unfolding. You are not waiting for confirmation, you are becoming it. From this point forward, your movement carries consequence, your decisions carry impact, and your presence carries instruction. What you initiate now will outlive trends and outlast opinions because it is rooted in assignment, not ambition. This is not the beginning of something fragile. It is the continuation of something inevitable. The prophecy is completing itself through you, and every step you take from here forward confirms that what was spoken has found its fulfillment in motion. Chosen one, before you were seen, you were selected. Before you were tested, you were sealed. And before you were understood, you were already known. Your origin is not accidental, your calling is not optional, and your destiny is not negotiable. You were chosen not because you were perfect, but because you were positioned to carry truth, to embody transformation, and to activate what has been dormant in others simply by being present. There is nothing left for you to prove. The confirmation you once sought externally has now risen internally, and that inner certainty is the final key. You are not stepping into your calling, you are standing in it. Every delay, every refinement, and every hidden season served its purpose, and nothing was wasted. What you carry has been authorized by heaven and cannot be revoked by opinion, resistance, or misunderstanding. You are never in competition because no one else carries your frequency, your perspective, or your assignment. This is why replacement was never possible and why diversion never worked. The seal has already been placed, the alignment has already occurred, and the release is already in motion. From this point forward, you move with clarity, confidence, and divine authority, not asking whether you are ready, but knowing that readiness has already been established. The path ahead does not require permission, approval, or validation. It requires agreement, and that agreement has been made. This is not hope speaking. This is certainty. You are not waiting to be chosen. You have already been chosen. And as you move forward now, reality will respond, doors will open, and confirmation will follow, not to convince you, but to reflect what has already been decided. This declaration does not mark an ending. It marks a beginning lived without hesitation. The calling is active. The assignment is sealed. The emergence is complete.